So glad you came back. Yeah, we have so many more things to go through. You were really good last time, so I thought we'd do 5 more. Is that okay? Yeah, was that a good amount? Okay, now then, I'm going to go through them a little bit quicker today. Is that okay? Only a tiny little bit quicker, yeah? Is that going to be okay? Alright, well, the first object for today is tooth tape. Got some tooth tape. Yeah, it's like floss. So you use it to clean your teeth. I know, this itself isn't the tooth tape. This is just a little plastic case. You see? It's a little plastic case. It's got little curved edges. Yep, not all cases are like this. This is just this one. This is the Oral-B tape. Okay, you see? Okay, so this case has a little lid. Now, can you see the little plastic flap? That's the lid. So we're going to use our little finger. That's going to go underneath. You see, underneath the ridge. And we're just going to click it up. And the lid goes back. And inside we have the tape. You see the white tape? And you can see through this little plastic bit here, there's a little round bit that the tape is wound around. And as you pull it, you can see, you might not be able to see, but the little round bit moves as you pull the tape off. So you pull the tape, take your hand, 2 fingers. Yep, you're going to put the tape between your 2 fingers and you're going to pull away from the case. You're going to pull away from the case. That's good. And then you're going to use, you see this little metal piece here. Now you use that to wrap the floss around. Okay, and then you're just going to pull. You see? And it cuts the length of tape that you need. You don't want to keep pulling and pulling and pulling the tape. That's far too much, you know. This is not just for one go. You can use this for, I don't know, maybe 10 flosses, maybe more. Okay, so you don't want to take it all off. So you use a little metal thing to cut it at the right length that you want it at. And then you're going to take your tape, yeah, and you're going to pull it so that it's nice and taut. Okay, you don't want it loosey-goosey. You want it nice and taut, okay? And then you're going to wrap it around your teeth. So you see the little gaps in your teeth? This needs to go in between those gaps. Yeah, it's used to clean all those little bits out that brushing can't do alone. So you still need to brush your teeth twice a day. That's really important, okay? But this is just to get those little extra bits out that your toothbrush can't reach. So you would see how I have it in between my teeth. And then you're going to just work your way down. You're going to move it. So if you look at my finger, pretend that's my tooth. You have it around the tooth like this. And you're going to work it down to the gum line. And all the way back up. And down to the gum line, okay? You're going to pull against the tooth so that it really cleans the sides of the teeth. Yeah, you're going to pull. And then you can just pull it back out. And that tooth is done. Now, once you have done one tooth, you need to use a new piece of the tape. Do not use the same bit again, that's unhygienic. You need to move along, do a clean bit of tape, and do the next tooth. The same thing again, down through the gap, around the tooth, and then down to the gum line, up to the top. You're going to do all your teeth on the bottom row, and then all your teeth on the top row, every day. Yeah. And then when you have finished with your minty, because it's a nice minty flavour, your minty tape, you're just going to pop that in the bin. Yeah, for hygiene reasons. Okay, so let's run you through that again. We have a plastic case, which inside you have the floss wrapped around a round thing that when you pull it, whoop, comes with it. You have a lid that you need to put your finger underneath to pop it open, and you're pulling back the lid. You're pulling back the lid. Inside you have your tape, your minty tape. You're going to pull the length of tape that you need, and you're going to wrap it around the metal bit and pull. You're just going to pull, so away from the case, like that. Okay, you can pop your tape back down, and then you're going to pull your tooth tape taut, wrap it around the tooth that you want to do, and you're going to be just down to the gum line, back to the top of the tooth a few times to make sure it's properly clean, and then you move on to your next tooth, till you've done all the teeth in your mouth. When you are done, you get rid of that dirty bit of tape. Yeah? It makes your mouth feel so clean. I promise you should try it. Okay, moving on. We have some keys. I'll just show you one key for now. Okay, so this is a key, and you use it to unlock locks. There's lots of things locks can be used for. Front doors to houses, cars, diaries that have locks on that you want to keep safe, bike locks, locks to cupboards, locks to safes. But one thing keys all have in common is that they all unlock a lock. There's always a lock somewhere for that key to unlock. Now, keys may look pretty similar. They all may look very similar. But do you see these little ridges? They all have little ridges, and all these little ridges are always just that little bit different. Just that little bit different. Because they fit a particular lock. The lock will also have ridges inside, which means when you slot the key in, whoop, it will be a perfect fit. If you try to put the key in the wrong lock, it just won't go in, or it could get stuck, and then you have to get somebody out to take it out again. So you make sure it's the right key for the right lock. Now, when you are sure that it's the right lock, you're going to push the key in straight. Don't go sideways. Straight in. And once it's in, you're going to turn it clockwise to open. Yeah? And then you can pull down the handle or push it or whatever it is that you do with the lock. They're all different. It will open the item for you. If you want to close it, you're going to put your key back in. If you've taken it out, sometimes you can just leave the key in if it's a quick thing that you're doing. You're going to put it back in, and you're going to turn it the other way, clockwise to lock it. Yeah? Okay. So I'm going to show you another key just to show you that they can look quite different. Do you see? They both have ridges, but this one has big gaps in between. This one has tiny little gaps. Can you see what they both have though? They both have a little hole at one end, and that is for you to put a key ring on it. Key ring. And that means you can hold your keys, keep them a little bit safer, and you can attach them. You can attach them to your bag, you can attach them to your pockets, anything like that, just to keep your keys maybe that little bit more safe so you don't maybe lose them somewhere. Okay, so let's talk you through that again. You have a key to unlock locks. Could be your door lock, car lock, diary, safe. But they all have little ridges which are always slightly different from key to key, which means you have to use the right key for the right lock. Otherwise it will get stuck or just won't fit in. When you have found the right key for the right lock, it will slot in beautifully, and then you can turn the key. You can turn the key and the lock will open. You can turn it the other way to close it. Yeah, you have to make sure the key is nice and straight when it slots in. Do not twist it to one side or to the other side. It will not go in. Okay, so the key has a little hole and you can put a key ring on it. To keep it that little bit safer. So that is what you use a key for. You don't have a house. You do, but someone else opens the door for you. You never wondered how it... No. Maybe you can ask them to have a little practice. Yeah, you'd like that. Yeah, have a little try tonight when you get home. Yeah, it'll be fun. Just take your time with it. You'll get there in a couple of goes and I'm sure you'll get it straight away. Okay, next up is a water bottle. This is a water bottle. This particular water bottle is made of plastic, but you can get metal ones as well. And I think bamboo ones. So this one says good times ahead, and it has lots of, can you see, lots of glitter inside, but the glitter is not in with the water because that would be disgusting. This is in a outer layer, and if you can see the baby blue tube inside, that is the actual water bottle. That's what contains the water. So you would use one of these maybe if you go to the gym, you're going for a run, or you're out on your bike, and it just keeps your water nice and safe. It's reusable, so it's environmentally friendly, and it's also cute, pretty. So you're wondering how you get the drink inside. So this end is sealed off, so nothing can escape. This end is, I'll show you, you can twist. Now, take your thumb at one side and your other fingers on the other, and you're going to move this anti-clockwise. So you're going to unscrew it to the left. You ready? Did you see? Okay, screw it again. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to twist it, keep twisting it until the lid finally comes off. Now I'm going to pull this all the way out. I'm just going to pop that down for now. And I'm going to fill this up with some water. So I have here my bottle of water that I want to use. You don't have to use water. You can put any drink in that you like. Okay, so you take your water bottle, the item that you're going to fill it up with. Now then, this needs to be close. If you pour here, that water's going to go everywhere. You need to make sure the opening is underneath the water bottle. Are you ready? So we're just going to nice and gently pour some water in. Yeah, again, nice and gently tipping the water bottle into your drinks bottle. Okay, when you have enough in there, you're going to retake the lid. Now this bit is the straw, and this is where the water is going to come up and into your mouth. I'll show you how that's done in a minute. So we're just going to reinsert the straw back into the bottle. It needs to go into the big hole. You see the big hole. Can't go either side. It must go in the hole all the way in until the lid meets the top of the bottle. This time you're screwing it clockwise, okay? So we're just going to whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Now you have your drink inside your bottle. This lid has a little handle bit, and you can attach that to your bag or wherever you need to hang your water bottle from, so you don't have to carry it all the time if you don't want to. But to get to the drink, can you see this plastic bit up here? Yeah, you're just going to be taking your finger and you're going to press down on it. So you're pressing it backwards, and you see it's going to release the little nozzle. I'll show you again. Put your little finger to the side. See what I'm doing? And I'm pushing back, pushing back, pushing back, pushing back until this nozzle appears. You put that nozzle in your mouth and you're going to suck. And the water will move up the straw and into your mouth like this. Do you see? It is magic. Ready? Very nice. So, when you've had enough of your drink, you don't want to leave this open. If you leave this open, you're going to get leakage. Okay, so instead of pulling, this time you're just going to put your finger on the nozzle and push. You're just going to push it down. So you can use that to open, pulling back, and push to close. Okay, I'll go through that quickly again. You have a plastic or a metal tube container with a sealed end, and at the other end a lid that you can twist, twist, twist off. Inside you have a straw. You take the whole of the lid off in order to put your drink inside. You can use water, juice, milk, whatever you want. Get your other drink. You're going to make sure this one's underneath and pour nice and slowly to avoid any spillage. Once you have enough inside your water bottle, you are going to reinsert the straw into the bottle, reinsert, and you're going to twist, twist until it's nice and secure. Then when you want to drink your drink, you're just pulling back this plastic bit. You're going to put this into your mouth and suck until you've had enough. Then when you've quenched your thirst, you're going to just pop that back down to keep the liquid from getting out. Yeah. Okay. Item number 4. We have a hat. A hat. Now then, a hat is an item that you wear on your head. Yeah, you wear it on your head. Well, it could be because you've got a cold head. It might be a cold day, so you want to wear something to keep you a little bit warm. It could be that it's sunny, so there's different types of hats. It could be a hat that has a little visor to keep the sun out of your eyes. Or it could be that you just like hats and it is more of a fashion statement and it just looks nice with your outfit. So this hat is a beanie. There are lots of different kinds of hats. You could get baseball hats, berets, Panama hats, fedoras, lots of different ones, bowler hats, top hats, but this one is a beanie, and this one is orange, and it's made of wool, and it has a little game on sign at the front, so you know that this is the front of the hat. Okay, so let me show you something. This hat has a big hole in it. No, it's meant to be there. It's meant to have a hole, it's not broken. Okay, at one end you can can see a seam where it's been sewn together, so this is all sealed together. And this is a hole, and this is where you're going to put your head in. Makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, so what we're going to do is go to the back of the hat, and we're going to use both hands. You see, get the back of the hat. And we're going to tip our heads forward to meet the opening of the hat. So I'm just tipping my head forward, and we're just going to pull it down just to slightly over your ears, and you're going to adjust your hair to how you want it. And there you have it. You have put your hat on. Now you can have it further back if you like. Perhaps if you have a fringe, it's nice to have your hat a little bit further back. But that is pretty much it. You don't want to pull it over your eyes because you won't be able to see where you're walking. Yeah, okay. So once you have it on and you want to take it off again, you can pull from the top if you like. That might make your hair extremely messy. You can do it slower and just peel it off. Your hair might still be a little bit messy afterwards, but just pat it down, just pat it back down. Okay, so I'll show you. I'm going to take 2 hands and I'm just pinching the hat here, and I'm just going to pull and slide all the way off. You see how it leaves my hair a little bit messy? That's okay, you can just smooth it back down. And you've taken the hat off. Yeah? Okay, should we go through it again? Okay, so this is a orange beanie hat made of wool. It has a little label on the front that says Game On. And the hat has a big hole in it, which is where your head goes. And at the other side you can see where it's closed off, the top part of the hat, little seam. And to put it on, we are going to put our hands at the back, okay, and we're going to put our head down to meet the opening of the hat, and then we're going to just slide it on till it's just over the top of your ears. Adjust our hair and move it around to the labels at the front if that's where you want it. Hey presto, you have a hat on your head to keep you nice and warm. Yeah, okay, do take it off, fingers underneath, and just peeling it back slowly and readjusting your hair, smoothing it down. Very good. Okay, on to our last object of the day. We have something that I really enjoy doing. Yes, for relaxation. Okay, it is called a jigsaw puzzle. A jigsaw puzzle. Okay, so let me explain what a jigsaw puzzle is. This picture here is what you're going to be making out of little pieces of cardboard that have been cut into different shapes that will only fit the right pieces that are supposed to go next to it. So this particular puzzle has 1,000 little jigsaw pieces that you need to slot together in order to make this picture. This picture is called the cozy shed. The cozy shed. So it has someone reading a book with a cup of tea on a really cozy sofa. They've got little woolen socks on. They're just like in a really cute cozy cabin. Sort of maybe it's like a summer house in their garden. They've got some cakes on the table and a chessboard and a fire. Oh my goodness. This is like my ideal place to go, like on a little breakaway. So this is just the box. What we do is we will, if I can do it without knocking myself, you just lift the lid of the box, okay, and then we are going to take the lid off. I'm just going to pop that down there for now. And inside the box, can you see lots of different pieces? these are the cardboard jigsaw pieces. So let me show you them up close. Now, do you see the slots? You have little holes and you have little nodules. Each one has slightly different shapes and slightly different sized holes and slightly different sized nodules, so that they will only fit the piece that it is meant to fit. We have another one here. So what you have to do is take a piece, any piece. I choose this one. See, it's kind of got a little purpley bit on it, and you take the original picture. You take the original picture again. Okay, so you always have this nearby when you're making the puzzle, and you try and find, oh, where could that piece be from? Because it looks like that kind of purple, so it could be from this door somewhere. You see, it's got a little bit of green on it like the door, so it could be from the door or from the wall, and you work out where you think it is on the puzzle. And when you think you know, you kind of put it in a place roughly where you think that that bit of the picture will be. And then you get another piece and you try and fit that into another area that you think it might fit. So this one's another pink bit. That looks like it might be part of that wall, you see? Or even part of the bookcase. So I think that piece would go along there somewhere. So you find the piece on your picture that you're making and you put it in that area and try and find ones that will slot together with it until you've used up all 1,000 pieces, and it will finally make the picture that is on the front of the box. Yeah. When you finished the jigsaw, you can either take it to pieces again and put it back in the box and use it again at another time, or you can get a special glue spray, spray the picture, and you can keep it, frame it. The spray means it won't break apart. It kind of glues it together, and you can frame it, put it on your wall, or just keep it, whatever you want to do with it. I personally like to break them back up again and use them again in the future. Does that make sense? I'll go through it again for you. So you have a box. You have a box, and on the box it will tell you how many pieces are in that particular puzzle. So some puzzles could be 100 pieces. I would suggest you start with a 100-piece one. Yeah, till you get used to how it works. Yeah, so they are bigger pieces as well. They're usually easier to put together. So you can get 200, 500, 1,000, 1,500. This is a 1,000 one. The picture on the front of the box is the jigsaw that you'll be making. So you use the picture as a guideline to where those pieces will go. You take the lid off the box, and inside the box will be lots and lots and lots and lots of pieces of jigsaw puzzle. So you look, these are what they look like. They have little holes and nodules, and they slot together when you put two pieces that are supposed to go together, otherwise they won't quite fit properly. So let me show you actually. So although these two are not meant to go next to each other, you just slot two pieces together. Now that won't go because it's not meant to, but you slot them together like that. Now you see that they are not a fit. Look, they are not closely connected. There's a big gap there, and that would not happen if they were meant to go together. So that is a good clue as to if you've got the right one or not. So that's a little bit better fit, but they are still not quite right. There's still a gap there. Yeah, and then you can take them apart again. So once you have used all 1,000 pieces, you should have the same picture that's on the front of the box. If you've gone wrong, just take those bits out and rearrange them until you get it right. And then you can spray it, frame it if you don't want to take it apart, if it pains you to do that, because it's taken you so long and it's a pretty picture. Or you can take it apart again, put it back in the box and use it another time. Yeah, you enjoyed that one. highly recommend it. It's really relaxing. Get some snacks, cup of tea, put some nice music on, light a candle, and just sit down and do some jigsawing. Okay, so what do you think you're going to try first out of all those things? The key? Great. Yeah, I think you'll get it straight away. Yeah, a couple of goes and you'll be locking and unlocking locks like there's no tomorrow. Great. Okay, well, I hope I can see you again soon. Yeah? Okay, that's amazing. I will see you very soon then. Take care.